be prepared. Tomorrow, something shifts in the sky that most people will completely miss, and yet, in the next 48 hours, a select few will experience financial breakthroughs they've been waiting months, maybe even years for. January 25th isn't just another day. At 1 in the afternoon tomorrow, the moon enters Taurus, and when it does, it activates a cosmic mechanism that hasn't been this powerful in years. This isn't your typical lunar transit. The moon in Taurus is exalted, meaning it operates at maximum capacity, like a finely tuned instrument finally playing the note it was designed for. But here's what makes this different. The moon isn't entering Taurus during a calm, peaceful sky. It's stepping into the middle of a celestial storm. Right now, 5 planets are packed into Aquarius: Pluto, Mars, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, creating one of the most volatile, revolutionary energy patterns of the decade. And when the grounded, material-focused Taurus moon squares off against this Aquarius chaos, something extraordinary happens. And if you've been feeling this strange pressure building in your chest, like something is about to break open, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why this sensation is happening to you right now, and I'll explain it later. But first, you need to understand why the next 48 hours could completely change your financial reality, especially if you're one of the 3 zodiac signs I'm about to reveal. This isn't about waiting for abundance, it's about claiming it. Most people think abundance just appears. They sit around, visualizing, affirming, hoping that one day the universe will finally decide they're worthy. But that's not how this energy works. The moon entering Taurus tomorrow isn't delivering a gentle blessing. It's creating a fixed square, a 90-degree angle of tension between the earth element, Taurus, and the air element, Aquarius. And here's what nobody tells you about squares. They're not obstacles, they're engines. The friction between these two forces, the need for stability versus the demand for revolution, creates pressure. And under enough pressure, coal becomes diamond. Under enough pressure, potential becomes reality. Tomorrow, the universe isn't asking if you're ready. It's demanding that you step up and take what's yours, the abundance you've been calling in. It's right there, waiting on the other side of decisive action. But you have to move now, because this window, it won't stay open forever. The moon in Taurus wants security, comfort, and tangible results. The Aquarius stellium wants disruption, innovation, and future-focused thinking. When these two clash, the people who win are the ones who can bridge both worlds, who can take radical ideas and ground them into physical wealth. And if you're one of the 3 signs I'm about to reveal, you're geometrically positioned to do exactly that. The Aquarius stellium is a financial rocket, but only if you know how to ride it. Right now, 5 planets are crammed into Aquarius. Think about that for a second. 5. The Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto, all occupying the same sign, all radiating the same frequency. This is rare, this is intense, and this is explosive. Aquarius is the sign of the future. It governs technology, networks, innovation, and collective movements. It's the energy of cryptocurrency, digital platforms, social media virality, and breakthroughs that come out of nowhere. Aquarius doesn't care about tradition. It doesn't respect the old ways of doing things. It burns them down and builds something completely new. But here's the problem. Aquarius energy alone can be chaotic. It's brilliant, yes, but scattered. Ideas without execution, vision without foundation. And that's where the Taurus moon comes in. When the moon enters Taurus tomorrow, it acts like a grounding wire for all this electrical Aquarian power. It says, okay, you've got the vision, you've got the ideas, you've got the connections. Now, let's turn them into cash. The moon in Taurus doesn't deal in abstractions. It deals in bank accounts. It deals in tangible assets. It deals in the kind of security you can see, touch, and feel. And when that grounded, material-focused energy squares the revolutionary Aquarius stellium, the result is simple. Money moves from the digital realm into your physical reality. But not everyone will experience this. Only those who are positioned correctly, geometrically, astrologically, will feel the full force of this transit. And if you're one of the 3 signs I'm about to name, You need to pay very close attention to what happens in the next 48 hours. Why tomorrow feels different than any other day this month. You've probably felt it already. A weird restlessness, a sense that something is building. Maybe you've been checking your bank account more than usual, even though you're not sure why. Maybe you've had sudden flashes of insight about money, business ideas that won't leave you alone, or unexpected conversations about opportunities. That's not random. That's the energy warming up. The Aquarius stellium has been building for days. Venus entered Aquarius on January 17th, shifting our values toward innovation and networks. The Sun followed on January 19th, illuminating the path forward. Mercury joined on January 20th, speeding up communication and ideas. And then Mars, the planet of action, drive and ambition, entered Aquarius on January 23rd. Each of these movements has been adding fuel to the fire, and tomorrow, when the moon enters Taurus, it's like someone strikes a match and drops it into the gasoline. But here's the critical part. This isn't a slow burn, this is a flash fire. The first quarter moon, which also happens tomorrow at 23:48, is what astrologers call a crisis in action. It's the moment when you can't wait anymore. It's the moment when hesitation costs you. It's the moment when the universe says, decide now. And the people who act, who send the email, make the call, launch the product, ask for the raise, close the deal, those are the people who get paid. The Mars-Pluto factor, why this isn't passive income energy. Let me be brutally honest with you. If you're waiting for money to just fall into your lap this week, you're going to be disappointed. The moon in Taurus can certainly attract abundance, but not when it's being squared by Mars conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. Mars and Pluto are coming together exactly on January 27th, but their influence is already active tomorrow, and when these two planets combine, they create what can only be described as nuclear energy. Mars is aggression, action, and forward momentum. Pluto is transformation, power, and the destruction of what no longer serves. Together, in the sign of Aquarius, they represent a complete overthrow of outdated systems. This is the aspect of the hostile takeover, the big win, the breakthrough that comes from relentless strategic effort. What does this mean for you? It means the abundance activation tomorrow requires hustle, it requires courage, it requires you to do the thing that scares you, the thing you've been putting off because it feels too bold, too risky, too out there. The people who win during this transit aren't the ones who play it safe, they're the ones who leverage their networks, Aquarius, to secure their resources, Taurus. They're the ones who take the revolutionary idea, Aquarius, and turn it into a business plan, Taurus. They're the ones who recognize that in this moment, aggressive action equals financial reward. And if you're one of the three signs about to benefit most, you need to understand something. This energy is personal for you. It's not just happening in the collective sky, it's happening in the specific sectors of your chart that govern money, income, and material security. The three signs about to get paid and why it's not a coincidence. This is where things get specific. When astrologers talk about transits, they're not just talking about general energy floating around in the atmosphere. They're talking about geometric alignments between the planets and your natal chart. And right now, three rising signs have the perfect geometry for financial breakthroughs. If you're an Aries rising, Cancer rising, or Taurus rising, this is your moment. Let me break down why. Aries rising, your network is about to pay you. If you're an Aries rising, the moon entering Taurus tomorrow lights up your second house, the house of personal income, earned money, and liquid assets. This is your bank account. This is your paycheck. This is the money that comes directly to you. But here's where it gets interesting. The Aquarius stellium, all 5 planets, is sitting in your 11th house. The 11th house governs your professional networks, your social circles, your hopes and wishes, and most importantly, the money that comes from your career and connections. Do you see what's happening here? The square between the 11th house, networks, and the 2nd house, income, creates a friction that releases money. This isn't about working harder at your job. This is about a payout coming from your network, a bonus you weren't expecting, a client who finally pays you, a collaboration that suddenly becomes profitable, or a business opportunity that someone in your circle brings to you. The Mars-Pluto conjunction in your 11th house means someone in your network has power and they're about to use it to benefit you. But you have to be visible. You have to ask. You have to make the move. Action step for Aries rising. Reach out to someone in your professional network tomorrow. Send the invoice, ask for the introduction, pitch the idea. The universe is aligning people to pay you, but you have to give them the opportunity to do it. Cancer rising. The money you're owed is finally coming through. If you're a Cancer rising, this transit is personal in a different way. The moon is your chart ruler. It represents you, your emotional state, your intuition, and your path forward. And tomorrow, it enters your 11th house, the house of gains, incoming wealth, and windfalls. The 11th house is often called the house of money from career. It's the second house, income, from the 10th house, career. In other words, it's where you receive the rewards of your professional efforts. But the real power here is that the Aquarius stellium is in your 8th house, the house of other people's money, shared resources, investments, taxes, and settlements. This is the house of transformation through finance. And when the 8th house is activated by Mars and Pluto, it often indicates a large sum arriving, something that's been blocked, delayed, or tied up in bureaucracy. The square between your 11th house, gains, and your 8th house, other people's money, suggests that you're about to receive something that was owed to you. Maybe it's a tax refund. Maybe it's a payout from an investment. Maybe it's money from a legal settlement, an inheritance, or even a debt that someone finally pays back. Action step for Cancer rising. Check your accounts tomorrow. Follow up on anything that's been pending. Refunds, payments, shared finances. The energy is pushing blocked resources to release. And with Jupiter exalted in your 1st house right now, you have cosmic luck on your side. Trust that the universe is correcting a financial imbalance in your favor. Taurus rising. You are the magnet, and it's time to own it. If you're a Taurus rising, tomorrow is your day. The moon enters your 1st house, the house of self, identity, and personal magnetism. When the moon is in your 1st house, especially in your own sign, you become a magnet. People notice you. Opportunities come to you. Your presence alone attracts what you need. But here's the catch. The Aquarius stellium is in your 10th house, the house of career, public reputation, and professional status. And with Mars and Pluto lighting up this sector, you're being called to make a power move in your career. The square between your 1st house, self, and 10th house, career, means that the way you present yourself, the value you claim, and the boundaries you set will directly impact your income. This is about stepping into your authority. This is about recognizing that your worth isn't negotiable. If you've been undercharging, undervaluing yourself, or waiting for permission to step up, stop. Tomorrow, the universe is backing you. The moon in your sign gives you the confidence. The Mars-Pluto conjunction in your career sector gives you the power. The only thing standing between you and a financial breakthrough is your willingness to claim it. Action step for Taurus rising. Ask for the raise. Announce the price increase. Apply for the position. Whatever move you've been too scared to make in your career, make it tomorrow. The cosmic alignment is literally designed to support your ascension. Remember that pressure in your chest? This is why. Earlier, I told you there was a specific reason for that sensation, that feeling like something is building, like you're on the edge of something breaking open. Now you know what it is. It's the fixed square. Fixed signs, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, represent stability, determination, and immovable force. When two fixed signs square each other, it creates a standoff. Neither wants to budge. The energy builds and builds and builds until something has to give. And when it does, the release is massive. That pressure you've been feeling, that's your soul recognizing that this standoff is happening inside you. Part of you wants to stay safe, to keep things the way they are, to not rock the boat, Taurus. Part of you knows that safety isn't enough anymore, that you need to evolve, that the old structures are crumbling, Aquarius. The breakthrough comes when you realize that both are true. You can honor your need for security and take the revolutionary action. You can build wealth and innovate. You can be grounded and visionary. The people who understand this, who can hold the tension without collapsing into fear, are the ones who experience quantum leaps during transits like this. Neptune enters Aries the next day. This is bigger than you think. Here's something most people don't know. The day after the moon enters Taurus, Neptune, the planet of dreams, illusions, and spirituality, enters Aries for the first time since the 1860s. This is a generational shift. Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011, creating a collective dream of oneness, spirituality, and dissolution of boundaries. But Neptune in Aries, that's a completely different energy. Aries is the warrior, the pioneer, the self. Neptune in Aries glamorizes independence, courage, and action. What does this have to do with tomorrow's moon transit? Everything. The money you receive, the opportunities you secure, the financial moves you make during the Taurus moon activation, they're not just about now. They're seed capital for the new era. They're the resources you need to step into the Neptune in Aries age, where the collective dream shifts from "we are one" to "I am sovereign." The abundance activation tomorrow isn't just a paycheck, it's your independence fund. It's the universe giving you the resources you need to become self-sufficient, to break free from systems that no longer serve you, to build your own path. And if you're one of the 3 signs I named, Aries, Cancer, or Taurus rising, you're being positioned at the front of the line for this new era. What to do on January 25th to maximize this energy? Let me give you practical steps, because cosmic alignment means nothing if you don't act. Morning, when the moon enters Taurus. Take a moment to physically ground yourself. Stand barefoot if you can. Touch something solid, a tree, the ground, a stone. This connects you to Taurus energy. Write down your financial goal. Be specific. Not "I want more money," but "I receive X amount of money for Y by Z date." Check your accounts. Review your finances. This isn't about obsessing. It's about claiming awareness of your resources. Afternoon, evening. Make the move you've been avoiding. Send the email, make the call, post the offer. Whatever action aligns with your income goal, do it. If you're Aries rising, reach out to your network. If you're Cancer rising, follow up on pending money. If you're Taurus rising, make a career power move. Night. This is the crisis in action. By this time, you should have already moved. If you haven't, this is your last chance before the energy shifts. Set an intention before bed. I am open to receiving abundance in unexpected ways. The people who ignore this will regret it. I'm going to be honest with you. Not everyone watching this will take action. Most people will watch, nod along, feel inspired for a moment, and then do absolutely nothing. They'll go back to their normal routine, convinced they have more time, convinced the universe will give them another chance, and maybe it will, but it won't be this chance. The moon moves fast. In 2.5 days it'll be in Gemini, and this energy will be gone. The Aquarius stellium will start to break apart. Mars will move on. The first quarter moon will pass, and the people who hesitated will be left wondering why nothing changed for them, while others seem to catch a wave they couldn't even see. Don't be that person. You're watching this video for a reason. The algorithm didn't randomly show it to you. Your higher self guided you here because on some level you know this is your moment. You know the pressure you've been feeling isn't anxiety, it's anticipation. You know the restlessness isn't chaos, it's readiness. Tomorrow, the universe is handing you a key. All you have to do is turn it. The shift that happens when you finally claim your worth. There's a moment that comes, a moment that every person who's experienced a financial breakthrough can point to, where something inside you just clicks. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's quiet, almost subtle, but it's undeniable. It's the moment you stop asking for permission, the moment you stop waiting for someone to tell you you're ready, the moment you look at the number you want to charge, the salary you want to make, the wealth you want to build, and instead of shrinking back, you think, why not me? That shift, that's what tomorrow's energy wants to activate in you. The moon in Taurus, especially when it's exalted, carries a frequency of deservingness. It knows its worth. It doesn't apologize for taking up space. It doesn't diminish itself to make others comfortable. It simply exists in its value, and the world responds accordingly. And when that energy squares the Aquarius stellium, when your sense of worth collides with revolutionary vision, you stop playing small, you stop waiting, you stop settling, you claim what's yours. And the universe, it rewards that kind of clarity, it rewards that kind of courage, it rewards that kind of alignment. Tomorrow isn't just about getting paid, it's about stepping into a version of yourself that knows they deserve to be paid. And once you step into that version, once you embody that frequency, the money is just the confirmation of what you already became. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.